Yeah, I have to get live, man. But I
I
want
wasn't
people out there
waiting.
waiting.
Who waiting on? Shout out to everybody waiting.
Ain't nobody waiting. Well, yo. What up, world? What up, peoples and tweepers out there? It's your boy T Broski. Got my main man, King Dano, in the building with me.
Who
This
what
is
it do?
Bros Talk. Yeah.
You know what I'm
YouTube
saying?
Live. Uh well shit, how you doing out there, man? Playing on the
Mine, amazing. Today's one of them days like I probably should have called off to work because I woke up feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna waste like a bad day at work. I'm having a bad day, pay me to be mad, angry at work. If I'm having a good day, like most of the days, then the days
just
I
stay.
wanna take off and just enjoy life for a day. And that should have been today. My energy was through the roof. What
Oh,
about you?
that's
Have
good.
your energy good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, man. You know me. A lot going on. So
Yeah.
it'd be up and down as it should, but today was a good day.
Good.
You
We
know,
hey, we celebrate them. Them small with every now and then we get a good day. We gotta embrace
gotta
those.
embrace it. Yeah.
Celebrate, baby.
Shouts out to my pops, man. I love you, dude. Uh
Pops, you know we love you. Shout out to my
yeah,
mom
shouts
too.
out to Sue Mom too. Yeah, shouts out to Sue
You know your
Mom. Shout out to Watson too, man. Love you, big dog.
mom. My
Shouts out to
dad
my
been
mama.
through it. Yep, Mama Hall, she don't play around.
We just shouted out all the parents.
We just could have said like everybody's
Hey,
own special place.
yeah. We could have summed that up real quick. But anyways, uh, well, we're here to talk about the Super Bowl and the halftime performance. I do want to touch on this before we get into it because I don't really like to talk about it because I really don't. I'm not full fledged with it. The Pro Bowl shit. Like I'm not really a fan of the 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 what is the flag football? I mean, I get it. I like it to a certain extent, but I'm not. I don't. I know. Ever since they started, I've never watched it. Uh, I don't even know what time it comes on. Um, I think I'm just not a fan of it. But I do like the fact that Shador made it. So that's
Yeah,
what I want to.
I wish they would take it serious like 7-on-7, but I get it. It's all star, like let's go out here, have fun. We're paid to be out here to put on a glorified scrimmage. I wouldn't even go that. They put in less effort than a scrimmage, but it's fun. It's not meant to be competitive. That's out the window already. You know what I'm saying? Once players started getting hurt, who was that who hurt himself on the race? It was that injury when they used to race in the sand, do the racing. Somebody hurt an ankle bad, and that kind of like, you know what? Is it worth it?
Chill out. Yeah. I mean,
Nah.
but then you got people like when the Pro Bowl was the Pro Bowl. You got people like Sean Taylor running smooth down. You know what I mean? Like literally just running smooth down, cracking people. So in the same breath, is like, you
And
know,
also that's also placement of when the game was going on.
yeah.
If
So
you know what I'm saying? So like if the game's at the end of the season,
yeah,
you got your Super Bowl losers still feeling the type of way, and they might come in and still have something to prove. You know what I'm saying? You got guys, the season's been over for some guys already 3 weeks. They didn't make the playoffs at all, so they just been at home chilling. And now you want to ask them to come out here and perform at a high clip? Not happening.
yeah. Which I mean, I get it wholeheartedly. I just I'm maybe because we grew up in the time that we grew up in, watching the actual Pro Bowl, and it was actually like, I mean, granted, you want to see the big Randy Moss catches down the field and stuff like that, but it was still football being played to a certain extent. So,
They were competing, but also that's also the day and age where like that matter. You can get a contract off going hard to Pro Bowl.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Like these are the best of best, and I'm the one shining the most. Do you see what I just did? Type, you
yeah.
know.
I mean, okay, and again, I do it for the Shador. You know what I mean? I thought it was pretty cool for him to make it after all the controversy, all everything that he went through. Uh, you
Well,
know,
shout out,
to make
shout
it
out.
all the way there. You
Who
know what
else
I'm
lit?
saying?
You know who else
Oh man,
played?
shout out MP man. Uh,
Joe
so
Flacco.
so outside of that,
Joe Flacco. Let's give Joe a shout out.
Who?
Joe Flacco. Let's give him a shout out.
Now, that's my boy. Don't sleep
That's
on the
always been
flat.
your guy.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
don't sleep on the
Confidence
flat,
there.
man. That's the guy I chose a long time ago. You know what I mean? I chose him a long, long time ago to the degree of it's like, that's my boy, But then the Super Bowl comes along. Well, Super Bowl, prior to the Super Bowl, they had what they call walk-ins. You seen what Stephon Diggs was wearing?
Uh,
Insane.
what do you mean walk-ins? Like,
The
oh, you're talking about
walkthroughs, like
arrival? Like what's your
arrivals,
thing? Yeah, I'm,
that
I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you,
like
bro. I stopped,
Stephon Diggs.
bro. That's money we don't understand. It's a level of fashion we don't understand, bro.
Oh, I understand it. That's terrible.
You know, you
Yo,
know,
I
you know.
get it. That,
I
that
know.
is,
If you're first of all, these guys they're carrying bags worth my house, so I can't comment on that.
yeah, I can. I can say a lot about it. Them
You can't.
pants
You
was
don't understand.
crazy. Them boots tucked in the pants tucked in the boots was crazy. The
How you
boots
gonna tell
themselves
two
was
players
crazy.
about fashion?
The four finger ring was crazy. Like
Yeah.
everything was crazy. But it is what it is. Then he gets on the field, right? All right, and then that's what we're here for. So ball play wise, you got the first quarter, second quarter, low scoring, right? Was that good defense or bad offense? Because I've heard people say that the Patriots offense didn't perform. And I say, well, when you say stuff like that, like you take away from the credit of the defense that Seattle came with. Like, because
Both defenses played that first half. Master class on how defenses should be played for both teams.
mhm.
Like New England's DBs were very aggressive. It's like they watched film and understood, like, okay, they seen opportunities, like, man, if we can jump here, and they went out jumping every pass. They like their DBs played top notch football that first half. In Seattle, they've just been a good defense all year. People don't watch them because they don't watch the NFL
Football.
to understand. They don't understand what was about to happen. Like it's the same story as last year. If you can get pressure with four D linemen, oh, you're screwed. If you can't block four D linemen, you're in trouble.
And
So
that's both defense, like you said, play light close. If not lights out, they play lights out. Granted, they Seattle got the three kicks. I mean, the three field goals. But they New England's defense was keeping them from producing. Although,
yes,
uh,
could have been a blowout. Quick, fast, and
but
early. Could have got them out of here.
one thing was brought up to my attention that Sam Darnold, Gonzalez for number 0 from Patriots.
Yes.
Yeah, so he got you know not dinged, but they credited him with a couple of plays. Excuse me, broke up passes and stuff like that. A couple of those balls was underthrown. It wasn't like it wasn't. It wasn't like he was. To be honest, in my not even combative, but the counterback to that was you're absolutely correct. And really, if Sam Darnold would have threw a good ball in front of the receiver, he wouldn't have made that play.
Hmm.
He would have got burnt. So technically, he was out of place. So like, was the Patriots? And granted, I give the Patriots all the due respect in those first two quarters, but the second quarter, I mean, excuse me, the second half, uh, I don't know what happened. I really don't know
You know what happened?
where.
You know what happened, bro?
What, Walker?
Dude, how do you win? We talk about this all the time. Your path to winning the Super Bowl is stellar defense and to be able to run the football. Because now your defense is getting tired. Like New England's defense out there a bunch. You get a stop. Oh damn, fumble. Now we're back out here. Now I'm like, oh, now I got to tackle this dude again, who's shifty as hell. Oh, Walker played lights out, and he was bringing. He was so patient running the ball too. Like
Bruh.
he wasn't rushing anything. He was just okay. That's my hole, and gone with it. Like it watching him run. Yeah, that was
And that
really, really good. Yes.
And I think that comes from the offense that he was in college, where they ran a lot of triple option, so he had to be patient to wait and see where certain things was going to play out, if the quarterback was going to pull or
Where'd he
he
go to
had to
college?
read and stuff like that.
Where'd he go to
Um,
college?
huh?
Where'd he go to college?
Wake Forest, right?
He went to Wake Forest?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't
if I'm
know.
not mistaken.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know. I was asking.
But if I'm not mistaken, I'll look it up real quick. But ultimately, he was a big key factor in the whole situation for me when it came down to being explosive. The way when he first got handed the ball off, the way he hit the hole, he was like, "Oh yeah, this is about to come down. He about to make something shake, right?" And uh, Sam Darnold, Drake May. A lot of people bash Drake May for the gameplay that he had. Like the way he played, shall I say? A lot of
Mhm.
people, I can say a lot of people. I've heard people bash him, say like he
Mhm.
should have performed. He could have performed better.
Yeah,
Uh, he could have done different things and stuff like
that,
that. But it's
that's
like
the cheap way out. Tell me the things he could have done better. And tell me an analogy. Don't just say he could have done better because that's so blanket. Like we all know he could have played better, but which ways do you feel he could have played better? Like was
I,
he late on his throws? Was he early on his throws? Was he not making his reads? Was it a scheme thing? Like,
I,
dude, we
I
can't go ahead.
no, I'm saying I think that they schemed well against him. You
You
know what I
think
mean? They sat
Seattle
they
schemed
sat
well
a
against
lot,
him?
huh?
Seattle schemed well against him?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought Josh McDaniels laid an egg in the Super Bowl. He laid a flat out egg.
yeah.
His offensive play calling was just dog poo.
And I really wouldn't even say his play calling was. I
That was
think
dog.
that uh this the coverage that Seattle ran, because they wasn't even running really a lot of man to man shit. They was running coverage shit, right? Zone shit.
Then we'll have two dudes deep. We play underneath in a shell underneath with two guys over the top, and we're gonna get after you with our 4D linemen, and then every now and then we'll bring a blitz.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's basic football, but like you would assume that they seen that, like you would assume the Patriots have seen that before within the season. So Drake May would have been somewhat adapt to that, and their team would have been somewhat adapt to that to know how to scheme to maneuver out of that. I would
When your
assume.
blind side couldn't, Will Campbell couldn't block a ghost yesterday.
Well, that yeah, okay. I
Like
mean,
that left.
Seattle's D line was nasty.
And as a coach, once I recognize that, now it's time to adjust. Hey, you're not dropping back anymore. We're gonna roll you out. Matter of fact, we might bring in more coverage to help block, but we're gonna roll you out because what Drake May has been good at all year is
Legs.
running the football, making plays off his legs.
Yeah.
And they went to that later in the game. I think they should have went to it earlier in the game, and that's why I said Josh McDaniel. He didn't scheme a good game.
I think the first half they was figuring each other out. The second half, I think, yeah, I agree with you. I think they
He
definitely
jab
should have.
all fight. You gotta throw a punch. You gotta throw something.
Yeah, and I think when they started throwing stuff, literally they started throwing stuff. It wasn't necessarily like what you're saying is utilizing different schemes, i.e., his legs to advance them. Because I
Mhm.
think his legs definitely would have when he ran the ball, he was naked, he was open. You know what I mean? He was running the ball and he gained yards. He wasn't running the ball to lose yardage. Only time he lost yardage, obviously, a sack. And then when he was trying to run out the pocket to continue throwing a pass. If he would have just ran, he would have been okay. But I think a lot of times uh you you run into those situations and you've seen your team perform.
Mhm.
So you like they I know that these plays can beat what these guys are doing. We just have to beat what these guys are doing. And I think that's the hardest part is that is
Yeah, flying around too. Like that
bro,
defense was just.
their defense was gross out there.
We talked about that I think
Gross.
2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like dude, they are really, really, really good on defense. Like
They
really phenomenal.
they call themselves the dark side, which is the second coming of the Legion of Doom or the Legion of Boom. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's their name for that. And then I seen this before the game started. They was talking about it, but their defensive overall stats is similar to the way those guys play. With
Yeah.
Cam Chancellor and all that.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, and granted, respect. It looks different names, but it almost looks the same type of way. Like they was out there nasty. What's the craziest thing? Like, did you think that JSN was gonna do more work, or you thought that his numbers was? You didn't think
No,
it. You thought you did. You think he would score? I thought he would score.
no,
I think they tried to get him. They tried to get him in there, but
yeah, no.
it
I
didn't
mean,
work.
he's phenomenal wide receiver. But if I'm the Patriots, I'm doing exactly what they did. Like, hey, I'm gonna try my best. I wish they can. They wanted to stop the run more because the run really hurt them, but they did proper. Like, we take Smith out the game. Now we're gonna force you to beat us with Cooper Cup, and we believe our guy's better than Cooper Cup,
Yeah,
and we're gonna try to make Sam Darnold go through his progressions. And if you can stop the run, you can get to that part of your defensive game plan and maybe be a little more successful. But
yeah.
yeah, Smith did. He did what he's supposed to do. I mean, he kept them honest all night.
They defensive line. I mean, excuse me. They offensive line from Seattle was blocking.
Yes, yes, they played a really good game.
They did their thing, and again, I think that's a part of the issue that at the latter part of the game, I think that was a part of the issue that the Patriots was like they could you not even necessarily like you gave him too much time, but you couldn't penetrate. They couldn't penetrate enough. They couldn't stop Walker when he ran for whatever
Nope.
reason
That
at
old line
all.
was kicked. That old line kicked their D line's ass that game. It's just flat out like we're bigger, stronger, faster. We're gonna steamroll you, and that's what they did. Granted, the Sam Darnold got a couple sacks, but I think those sacks came from maybe trying to force the ball to Smith and Jigba. But I
Yeah.
mean, masterclass by Seattle. Patriots didn't show up. It is what it is. If you're a Patriots fan, tough luck. You got there.
Yep. Shouts out to the Seahawks, man. You know what I mean? Because I know they going crazy in Seattle right now, like having a blast out there. And it's probably cold as shit. So,
Ain't,
you know,
ain't, ain't nobody cold up there.
huh?
Ain't nobody cold up there. When you win a Super Bowl,
I
like,
know. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I said. It's cold.
no.
Them boys out there having a great time now. But the most I ain't gonna say the most talked about thing, but
It definitely
the
is.
big thing is, you know, the Super Bowl, obviously. Well, first of all, let's talk about this before we get into the halftime show. There's different commercials that run. Like the Super Bowl commercials, like how you remember when we was growing up, like the Super Bowl commercial was like a thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there was like they dropped different commercials, funny commercials or whatever like that.
big
But
budget, by the way. Big budget. We want to give our best commercial here on the Super Bowl. Yes. Attention grabbers. Ones you can talk about.
I didn't see none.
Not
Maybe
one.
because I was, yeah, I didn't see none. Now, granted, I watched some of it, on my phone. So like, and then some of it was on the actual TV. I'm in and out, the hotel and shit. But uh, I, I didn't, I didn't see like one thing I did notice is the commercials that was on my phone was not the same commercials that was on the TV. Right. Granted, the stream may be different. I might be streaming from a different area than I am, but I thought that universally you had all these commercials. Everybody watched the same quote unquote Super Bowl to a certain extent, commercials and everything. But apparently that's different, you know.
You
But
get like a big trailer, a big movie trailer. We didn't get the Doomsday trailer this year that people thought. But then when you actually sit down and think about like the way marketing is now, the way social media is now, like how many people tuned in to watch Marvel unveil chairs? So why pay for $10 million for a 30-second slot? All I gotta do is jump on YouTube live and hit we're live
drop that
now.
shit.
Names on a chair, and we're gonna have 6 to 7 million people sit there watching. Us
So
reveal names on their chairs. So you look at like the Budweiser stuff like that. We don't gotta say we're king of beers. Look at our sales. Like it's just the uh
he said,
the marketing scheme is different. What?
that boy said I saw the channel name and immediately thought it was Bros Stalk. Bro Stalk. Instead of bros talk, bros talk.
Like a corn stalk.
Like the bro talk.
Why y'all ain't walking after nobody? Why y'all ain't hiding in the bush? The bush. Bushes.
That's funny. That's funny. Ah man. But
I
that's
thought y'all
funny, man.
was stalking somebody.
Uh it's funny about that because when I be making stuff,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like to me is bro stalk. But anyways, so we'll jump right into the halftime show. Uh I thought personally, and this is I'll say mine and then I'll let you go. Personal opinion, thought it was different. 100%, I didn't get it at all because I don't speak Spanish fluently, so I didn't get it. Uh, and then I talked to one of my coworkers at work, and he summarized it up and perfectly, which was, uh, I liked the show. I felt like there was something being said, like something like there was a point being made,
Mhm.
and I just missed it because I didn't understand the language, so to speak. But overall, I liked it. I was here by myself, so I wasn't standing up like dancing and shit.
Uh,
But and then the one song that he did do that I really know, that I didn't say really know, but that I've heard numerous of times before,
mhm.
uh, he only did like a snippet of it. So I was just like, oh, okay, cool. But outside of that, I don't have no problem with it.
I mean, so I get your point. A lot of people felt that way. Man, I didn't know what he was saying, bro. It's rock and roll songs, a bunch of reggaeton songs. That I don't know a single word they're saying, but I like them and I'm enjoying
Yeah,
it. I'm having fun. You know,
yeah,
I think a lot of people went in there not wanting to feel that way. I think it's about 50-50 split. Like half the people wanted to find a way to hate, and the other half just wanted to go and enjoy a show. Like, who cares if you did you like the music? Who's really breaking down lyrics these days? You just kind of vibing to the beat and how it make you feel. So I enjoyed the show. I didn't care about no meaning behind it because I don't get into that stuff. Maybe he had meanings, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I thought he performed well. I thought he put on a masterful show. Like it was just a good, honest show. Like going through different scenes. The setup was amazing. The dancers he had was phenomenal. Like he put on a master class of how you do a halftime show.
yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that. But one thing it made me realize is everything ain't for everybody, right? Like what you uh what you like, I may not like, and vice versa. So like everything ain't meant for everybody. So
Yep.
so 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 just as fast as they made that show with Bad Bunny or they made that show with Kendrick Lamar or they did the show with Dr. Dre or Usher or whoever. Like there's a group of people that's not
YouTube, Coldplay, all these folks. Like
there's a group of people that's not it's not gonna hit with all the time. You know what I'm saying?
man,
Like there's a group of people that I'm just not that's not my shit. I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh, he don't ever need to perform, but in the same breath, it's just not my shit. So what I felt at the end of that was that's exactly what I felt. Like, oh, this just isn't my I don't have an issue with it. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, like this just isn't my world. This isn't. I don't listen to reggaeton or anything like that because I don't understand the language. So I don't want to be sitting there jamming out and not. And I can't even say it. Like I don't even know how to sing along to the end. Like
time I know gasolina. Come on,
that's all you. But see, that's it.
all you know.
Yeah. So the rest when he get into the okatira, you don't know that. I don't know none of that.
Shit up. I'm throwing my set up. I'm having a blast. We dancing. I'm salsaing. That's just me though, and that's
That's just
okay.
having fun.
Yeah, just I'm vibing out. Music's supposed to be fun. I can sit here
Trump posted, Trump
eyebrows.
said that that shit was the worst performance ever.
Who said that?
Trump,
Trump.
the president of the United States.
That's fine.
Hmm.
He also, we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna wait for the other one to get into those politics. He also did some stupid shit on Friday, but he don't get none of my energy today. We're talking about
No, we're talking about the performance
yeah,
itself.
yeah,
Because a lot of people had something to say about it prior to it going on. They felt like he was, and again, I don't feel like he was wrong for saying he ain't gonna do a single thing in English, right? His all his music, I'm assuming is probably in Spanish,
yeah.
and I don't feel like he's wrong for doing his music in Spanish. I don't feel like he's wrong for saying I'm not gonna do anything English. And then he brought out the lady to do the
Lady
English.
Gaga.
She's
Lady Gaga.
who I didn't even know who that was, right?
Yeah, Lady Gaga. Yeah.
I didn't recognize her. I didn't know till I talked
Did
to
you
my
understand
coworker.
Ricky Martin? You knew that was Ricky Martin when he showed up?
I didn't know who that was either.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's like the picture of I guess like the
Mhm.
sign above the stadium, and it had like like the only thing greater than
Yeah.
hate is love. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, so that's what he's doing. That's what the whole thing was about for. Granted, I don't get the message because I don't speak Spanish, but maybe he wasn't. Again, you know what's going on between ICE, Venezuela shit, the way these motherfuckers feel about Latin immigrants versus because there's more immigrants than just Latin people in America.
Yes,
Like
but
there's
it doesn't have to be political. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but
This man
I'm saying
he didn't change up nothing he does. The NFL came to him and said, "Hey, will you perform at our show? We want you." So why would I, as an artist, change up everything if a business comes to me and says, "Hey, I want you and your style and how you do your stuff to perform for us"? I'm not changing anything up. They came and hired
no,
me.
no, I don't think I'm not saying he should change anything up. I'm saying to the degree of if there was a message of love, of unity, of solidarity that he was pushing, I just didn't get it because I don't speak Spanish. But it seems like at the end of that, when they brought out all the flags and
Mhm,
then seeing that message, that's what the whole thing was about. Was about conquering hate with love and
mhm,
preaching unity amongst the masses.
mhm.
Which how are you gonna be opposed to that? Like, what is the opposal to that? I don't understand where there somebody could say that he's wrong or he should have did something differently in that particular stance.
'Cause
Like the
people
people that the fact that Turning Point made, I didn't even say Turning Point, but the fact that they had another show, other people do other shows all the time for the halftime show, right? This is not the first time that somebody else has had another quote unquote halftime show. But to say, oh, I would rather go watch this than this because of what?
no, then go. That's your right. Change channel and go. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
my
But then talk to me about the game. You get what I'm saying? Like if you want to talk Super Bowl, don't talk to me about halftime if you didn't even the halftime is not what Super Bowl is about. Super Bowl is about crowning a NFL champion for that year. And I felt like a lot of casual fans over the last couple years have decided to tune in so they can talk about the halftime show. Who cares? It's about the football game. That was a great game that went on. Halftime show was just is frosting on the cake.
true, but the halftime show is something that means something to some like to people. Like it's a big thing now. It's not like
Why is it a big
uh
thing? Let's get into
it's
that.
not like a fucking just a boom like a
Want to go in?
Friday.
Okay, let's go into history. I just learned this over the weekend too. Uh, Halftime show used to be really watered down. It was more theme based. I want to say 92 in Living Color decided, hey, we're going to do a halftime special. So they had a ticker on the TV screen. Marlon Wayne talked about this that showed, hey, this is how long we have until the game comes back on. And a lot of viewers left the NFL's watered down halftime show and went over to In Living Color, and they had big viewerships just for that 26 minutes. And then
Yeah.
once halftime was over, In Living Color shut their show down, and everybody went back to the Super Bowl. The very next year, Super Bowl hired Michael Jackson to do their halftime show.
Smart move.
Yeah, because
Entertainment.
we don't want to lose viewership. We don't want to lose that section of people going to watch this other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, granted, yeah, yeah, and bringing in Bad Bunny, I don't think.
He's the most streamed artist in the world.
Yeah, so
He's
that's
the
not
most
that's
streamed
a
too.
business
So
move then.
yeah, so when people talk about, I've heard some nasty comments today. I won't get into them. I won't repeat them. But when people talk about why they do that, well, you have to look at the NFL as a business. What have the NFL been doing the last 15 years? Trying to take our American sport and go global. How to do that? You bring in global artists and try to attract people to your product. You play international games. You play games in Mexico City. You play games in Spain. You play games in Brazil. You play games in London. You play games in Germany. You play games everywhere because it's not, we don't care about, we've already monopolized America. People locking in. We watch, they showing up Sunday, we locking in. How do we get the world? Because it's all a business and we want money. So that's a business strategy they did. Don't get mad at Bad Bunny. Get mad at the NFL. If you feel like they're doing something that y'all don't like, don't take it out on the artist. Take it out on the people who hire them.
Yeah, see, I ain't heard nothing bad at all. Like nobody said I've like
I,
I've been around people today, and I've not heard nothing. Nobody said, "Oh man, this one." Only thing I've ever heard was Donald Trump saying, and I knew he said that we knew he was gonna say that was a bullshit ass show when they announced who was doing the show, and he said something about it. Like right, so I haven't heard nothing crazy.
I,
I don't understand what's the problem.
you don't understand why people are saying crazy things, or you don't
I don't
understand.
understand what the issue is. I don't understand what could be said crazy, and what's the issue because it don't make sense to me.
The issue is, from what I gathered from people, is America. Fuck yeah. Now, now what I gathered from people is, hey, this is all sport. This is what we wanted. We didn't get it. They brought in a foreigner to come speak some shit that I don't understand what's going on. I can't relate. I can't do nothing. I'm not comfortable and I don't want to watch it. That's what I gathered. But that's a cleaner version than what was told or what I've heard around people today.
Well, you got to say what people said because that shit sounds crazy to me. Because motherfucker, like you have
Same thing
full
Trump said.
amplitude.
Same thing Jake Paul said on Twitter. Same thing all these guys coming out saying. Hey, why do we have a Puerto Rican on America's biggest stage, speaking Spanish, rapping Spanish, celebrating Spanish culture? Why do we have that?
So this is a full blown extension
Yeah,
of ice. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm lost.
I don't understand either, but I don't try to understand people who speak from a nasty standpoint.
Oh, I
Like for
try to.
instance,
You have to understand because maybe their point of view is obscured from a talk. Like maybe their point of view is obscured from a talking point. So maybe I could conversate with you so you can have an understanding of
you're coming
why
from a
certain things
nasty
happen a
place.
certain type of way.
If you're coming from a nasty place, I'm not going to give you that
Doesn't
satisfaction.
even matter where they're coming from because their point of view may be obscured because of what they've experienced, what they've been told,
Bro, I'm
whatever
not
they
gonna
thought about, whatever.
name
Like
every
so so if you can have a so if your point of view is obscured and it comes from a nasty place, but you can have a conversation to explain whatever, then we can have a conversation. What's going on right now is
everything.
like if I'm willing to have a conversation with damn near anybody. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I ain't got no problems with nobody. I ain't got trying to, you know what I mean? So there's no real issue. So to have a conversation, because my enlightenment may give you some insight on why certain things happen the way it do.
Mhm.
Not you, but just whoever I'm talking to, right? So that enlightenment and that insight may change your thought process, your point of view, or how you view things. Because sometimes you only looking at shit like this, but there's a whole big picture around it. But this is all I see because this is all I've been ever told about. This is the only thing everybody told me about. This is the only thing everybody pushed for me is this right here. So this is
See,
all I look at right here. Boom.
but that's a nasty way to look at it because You know
I
there's
don't
other
know no
views.
better though.
You do know. Everybody
You
knows.
can't tell you can't tell everybody what they know. Everybody don't know no better.
Yes. Then you need to open
Or
your eyes.
excuse me,
If
it's
you
safe to
don't know,
assume. It's
bro,
safe
if
to assume everybody don't know no better.
you're looking through a peephole and the window's right there, what view you think you're gonna get? You know you
If
get a
I
better
told
view looking through the window.
But if I told you, if there's blinds in front of that window, or if I told you I'll crack your head every time you try to goddamn do it, you're only gonna look through this view. Prime example, if you're raised by people that told you these type of people are this type of way, you're gonna believe that. And then just say for instance, if you have something to something to perpetuate that idea, i.e. the news, i.e. an article, a book, a movie, that says these group of people is this type of way, you're gonna believe that shit. And once you believe that shit, you're gonna run with that in quote unquote indoctrination. You're gonna run with that, and that's what you're gonna run with. So the problem is, I can associate that with being like what is them fucking Mormons or the people that be in the cults or whatever. Like once they run out of a cult and then they start to see the world for what it really is, everything that they might have thought been obscured to what the reality of the truth of what's really going on. So that conversation, that enlightenment that they have makes them change their thought process about how they view certain things. And that's all I'm saying.
But
Some
if you
people,
interact with people every day, I can't let that slide. Like you can't say, man, these people are bad, but you're interact with them, you've never seen that. So you're just going off of hearsay. You want to come from a nasty place and say, man, why this and this? Okay, so we'll use
well, they
uh,
believe that, right? You would assume they believe what they're saying, right?
pick any race. Let's say it's Chinese people. You hear, oh man, Chinese people are bad. But every day when you interact with them, you haven't ran into one bad Chinese person. What are you gonna believe? Are
Me
you gonna
personally,
believe whoever?
just in
If you,
general.
yeah, if your interaction with Chinese people, you've never had a bad one, but you keep hearing how bad they are, and you run around spewing, man, they suck, they this, they this, they this, they that. I'm not here to fucking enlighten you. Excuse my language. I'm not here to enlighten you if you see it for yourself through both of your eyes that every interaction I have with them, I've never had a bad interaction.
Yeah, but that's from
So I
your point of view.
can't
You're not in their shoes to tell them what they view and how they view
give
things.
you an example.
Yeah, and even in that example, you're talking about from what you see. If somebody is utilizing if somebody is utilizing hearsay, word of mouth over what they experience, you
Yeah,
can't the
I tell you,
craziest.
if,
I'm a fool if I try to convince a fool that he's not a fool. Period.
so you just summed it up for me. I'm not having that conversation with a fool. You're gonna be a fool
But
anyway.
we
So I'm
have to
not.
be.
It's not my job to enlighten you. We don't
And
have.
what
I've
I'm
been there,
saying,
done that.
and what I'm saying is, as a quote unquote enlightened person, you have a due diligence to try to
Mhm.
enlighten people. If
They don't.
they're a fool and if you've already established that they're a fool, then you can't enlighten a fool. And we understand that, so we move forward. But what I'm saying is we have to do our due diligence to try to enlighten somebody. So if somebody is looking at this situation saying Bad Bunny shouldn't be on the show because he's Puerto Rican or he doesn't speak English or he doesn't all his music is in Spanish or whatever, like we take the time to try to understand where they're coming from because where they're coming from might be flawed. So if I can give you the game and say, hey, bro, hey man, nah, it ain't really that way. Stop looking at it that way. The way you're viewing it may be, let me tell you how I view it, or let me show you how I look at things. You know what I'm saying? And then that person may leave and, oh man, you ain't shit. And then go home. And it may take 10 years or 5 years or 2 years for them to actually change over, but you might have sparked the idea for them to change over. But again, if we're dealing with fools, then I don't waste my time on fools.
I don't
And a
waste my time.
fool is a fool is not a person that is unenlightened. A fool is a person that don't want to be enlightened. I.e., you don't want to learn nothing. You don't want to get no knowledge from nowhere. You just think that whatever you heard and whatever you believe is the truth. That's a fool, right? So that's the only person I'm saying.
Yeah, and then
So if
people.
you're
I'm
talking to people that said that, they're fools then.
I'm not in there. Yeah, I've like I said, I've been through that section in life to where I would read and get knowledge and understand and try to put people on. And I got to the point to where I'm not wasting my. I guess that's that when my daughter got older, but I'm not wasting my time trying to enlighten you, get you to see a different path. Because what I realize is you can put all the information in front of a person and they don't care. They're just gonna
That's
feel how they feel.
and that person's a fool, is what I'm saying.
99.9% of people in the world.
I wouldn't put it that high, but that person's a fool for sure.
99.9% of people I've interacted with.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see. I don't. My relationship with fools is very, very, very low. Like I don't have a relationship with fools. I don't interact with them. I don't talk to them. I got a fool right now that's literally where I'm working at right now. Currently, he don't work with us, but he's a full blown fool. I.e.,
How do you know they're a fool unless you try to put them on, enlighten them, share knowledge? Do you do that and then cut them off, or
yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way. So like it's the receiving of information. So if you try to tell one of these dudes like, hey man, like so I want to understand your point of view, right? And if I feel that your point of view is flawed, I could be wrong, right? But there's examples that show you your point of view may be flawed. I.e., you don't have no uh relevance on why you don't want Bad Bunny on his show, other
mm-hmm,
than he don't speak English. He only all his music in Spanish.
mm-hmm,
So then let me dig deeper. So why you don't like Spanish? Oh, it ain't I don't like Spanish, but this is America. Oh, okay. Now let me enlighten you. The enlightenment is gonna come in from America. You're absolutely correct. This is America. And America's language is English. I get that.
you did a
In
timeout.
in
You did a timeout right there. This is the United States of America. We're not just America. America goes from Canada all the way down to the bottom of Argentina. Is that Argentina on the left, all the way down? Chile, whatever it is. That's America. We're the
yeah,
United States of America.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, at the end of all, we're a country that
Yeah.
was built on the backs of quote unquote immigrants. So once we start digging deeper in things like that, I'll figure out at that moment if I'm talking to a fool or not.
Mhm.
And if I'm talking to a fool, I'm gonna dismiss this conversation. We can laugh and go about our business. But if you're not willing to because I have to sit down and dissect what you're saying, because what you're saying you may be relevant to you. I just know that if you have a distaste for Bad Bunny speaking Spanish, singing Spanish, not talking English, on his performance, that's an internal thing and that's a you thing that you have to look into, and
But
you may be misguided with information.
but to me, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, bro. You said, "Hey, I didn't like the fact that he spoke Spanish the whole time. I didn't understand what he was saying." You
I
know what I'm
didn't say I
saying?
didn't like it. I said I don't get it. That's just me. I don't
Yeah,
understand Spanish.
you don't get it. So,
Yeah.
but to
So
me,
for
that's not a
me,
knock. To say, man, I don't understand. I don't like. To me, that's not a knock. It's when you can tell it's coming from a nasty place. Is what I'm getting at.
and okay, cool. And if that's what it is, then that's what it is. I don't get that. That's the part for me I just don't get. That's the part. So if you're saying, "Oh man, I feel like they should have had an English person or somebody that spoke English or sung English, so everybody in America, because it's America's sport, can
Mhm,
understand it and jam out." Okay, cool. But let me explain to you something else behind that. Do you understand that X amount of percentage, probably 50, forty
mhm,
percent of our population speak Spanish?
mhm,
You know, so we're supposed to exclude these group of people just because they're not traditionally what we want. But we're the okay. So that's the part. Well, for me, that's the enlightenment, because some people may feel like they don't. Oh man, I don't speak to nobody. I don't talk to nobody that speaks Spanish. My day-to-day activities and everybody I deal with is American, and they speak English. That's just how it is. Okay, cool. But there's a group of people that are American and speak Spanish. And that's just how it is. So they shouldn't get a show for them. That's all I'm
Well,
saying behind it. And I don't get it. If you have an issue with that, I don't get it. So you should have an issue with the Kendrick Lamar show. You should have an issue with the Dr. Dre show. You should have an
they,
issue with the Weekend show. You
you
have an
did.
issue with any genre of music that you're outside of.
But the thing I found fun, I seen a little picture that said people mad about the halftime show while eating tortilla chips, salsa, guacamole. And that's what I'm getting to is you're mad about that stuff as you use their culture to as you enjoy their culture, you're not enjoying all of it. Like how can you love tacos and all that and be like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. I say it doesn't bother me when people like I said when people say I don't understand the Spanish part. That part kind of it was a turn off to me. That's fine. I'm not watching another country's show on Netflix unless you have subtitles because I don't know what the hell is going on. I
Yeah.
get that part. You know what I'm saying? That's okay with me. But if I feel like it comes from a nasty place, which I believe a lot today or a lot that I've seen, it's coming from a nasty place. That's the turn off for me.
And it probably is. I mean, and granted, I'm not talking to these dudes or these people, but again, if you're one of them people out there that has an issue with that dude saying something, or excuse me, how that show was done, projected, put on, you might want to check yourself. You know what I mean? We'll see what next year's show is going to be like. I guarantee you, I ain't gonna guarantee you, it might be cheesy, corny. You know what I mean? Let's
Okay,
talk
hold on.
about that. Uh
We
oh.
got some greater questions going on.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Let's talk about this. Let's go and touch on it.
you know about the Raiders. Come on, you know what time it is.
Let's go and
Uh,
touch on it because
know the answer. I hope so. Right now, if you're a Raiders fan, all you have is hope. We don't have a blueprint. We don't have anything we can follow. We're in Vegas. We're rolling the dice.
Oh, so you think y'all getting them?
You think? Do I think we're getting the Fernando Mendoza?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the number one. All right, now, Cash. All right, we have the number one pick. We're getting who we want. Like I said I've already come out and I've already come out and said I wouldn't mind if they moved that number one pick and went and got a quarterback. I do think we're not just a quarterback away. I think we need more pieces, but we got a lot of money in free agency. I think Mendoza is going to be a solid NFL quarterback.
So
Do I
you drafting them?
if we can't move that number one pick to bring in one of the biggest quarterbacks in the league, then yeah, we
Who?
draft him.
Lamar Jackson or no?
He's available. If whatever top quarterback is available, be it uh Lamar Jackson would be one. I know. I'm just spitballing now.
So you don't think that getting Lamar Jackson, he might be in the lightweight same situation he was already in, and in the Ravens as the Ravens.
Winning and getting to the playoffs, I take that.
I mean, of course you're a fucking Raiders fan, but I'm saying like as for
I'm
like a
doing that
team.
now. See,
Oh,
see,
okay.
see now that came from hate.
That
You get what I'm saying? That's the stuff I'm talking. That didn't come from a nice place. That came from a dirty place. Like
that
it wasn't.
came from
And you wouldn't agree.
that
No,
came
and you wouldn't.
from you. What do
And
you
you wouldn't
what? But
condemn.
you think that Lamar Jackson's gonna leave uh 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 the Ravens and go be a Raider and produce the same way?
Yeah,
Or do you think that he's gonna go over there and it's gonna stretch more? Like, so
I
what are
think
y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna give up a number one pick to get Lamar Jackson, and then what? What's the next step after that to make him better?
then we attack the free agency
He
with
said
all the
Lamar
money
goes to
we
the
get.
Raider, fails immediately.
I get it. Y'all got it. And that's you know what? Yeah,
Hey,
that's two people who I call brothers coming from a place of hate.
how's
He
that?
doesn't fail me immediately. We that's a good spot to build around. The Ravens haven't had the best team. Lamar Jackson's just that good. But yes, we do have to. We have money to spend on the whole line. We got we got targets in place. We have running back in place. We need O line and we need defense. And I think if that happens, I think Crosby is out of there. We can get 2 picks for Crosby, possibly 3. We'll get a
Oh, so
Mika
you're
Park.
talking about a full blown revamp?
I'm talking about the Raiders and
A
shit that
full
I believe.
blown revamp? You're saying get rid of your number one pick to get Lamar Jackson, get rid of Crosby to get 2 more picks to build up the defense, and y'all still need an O line?
That's not a full revamp. That's getting a quarterback. And that's bringing other pieces. We have talent around. We got running back. We got tight end. We got receivers. We need O line and we need some D line help. I just read today that it's Crosby had yes came out. These are just rumors. Crosby came out and said he won't play another down for the Raiders. So if we can move him and get 2 picks, i.e. Mika Parsons trade or Sauce Gardner's trade, I think he's one of those type of players. We can get that haul, then we can bring in more pieces to help build. Yes,
And then you got a gaping hole on the defense. Who's going to replace him?
nobody can.
Gaping hole on a defense that demanded attention. He demanded attention. You're about to take him off the defense and replace him with some fucking who? Who's gonna get the goddamn man? Come on, bro. Y'all better
There's
off sticking with. I'm
nobody.
I'm thinking running with
There's
Mendoza,
nobody.
running with Mendoza, because you gonna goddamn pull. I don't. Lamar Jackson. It's not Lamar Jackson going to the
Talking
Raiders.
hypothetical. That was a
Yeah, but
hypothetical.
Lamar
I
Jackson
believe
going
they're
over
going to
there,
draft.
he's gonna
I said,
need
I
somebody
said,
else to.
the only way we don't draft Mendoza is if we can get Lamar Jackson. But if we can't get him, then yes, we draft Mendoza. And then we hope he develops into something good, which I believe he is. And we keep trying to build.
Said you got the running back rebuild around him. Go O line. I can understand that. So don't even worry about the passing. You said y'all receivers is decent, so that's a good little scheme of things.
We
Build
got the
up on
best
the
tight
O
end in the
line,
league. Got the
and
best tight
then
end.
then they got Raiders need today quarterback, receiver, O line, O line, D line.
Who said cap on the best tight end in the league? We got the best tight end in the league. Name somebody better than Brock Bowers.
Kincaid, uh,
Better than Brock Bowers.
huh?
Said
Kincaid,
Kincaid. Check
McBride.
Brock. Better than Brock Bowers. Well, so now we're going opinions. And we're going opinions and hey, he is not better than nobody's taking Jay McBride over Brock Bowers. That's
I'm
false.
mad the motherfucker said you gotta have quarterback, receiver, O line, D line, linebacker,
What
DBs, punter, kicker, long snapper, and a water boy. Man, we
look
gotta
now
get off here because the boys coming with the straight hate right now. Bingo,
well
y'all
that's what
should.
I'm saying. So that's why we can have a conversation about real or we can go through trolley comments. You get what I'm saying? So it's either we're gonna have our podcast or we're gonna respond to trolley comments. You
Well,
know what
we
I'm saying?
know these guys. These are people we know personally.
I don't.
Trust me, you know both those dudes.
Who's Cash Williams?
I'll tell you when we get off here, but it's my nephew, man, Tony.
Oh, that's Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so like I said, they're trying to be funny. We're trying to have
Uh-oh. My boy Lando in here with the trolleys. My bad, the water boy was wild. Nah, man. Keep it.
I mean, I get look, y'all get, but it's the fact that we're back to that, not continue to have our conversation. The Raiders are the number one pick for a reason. We were not a good football team this year, and that's facts, and that's okay for me to say. We need a lot of help. If I'm saying back to the original comment, if we can trade the number one pick for a solidified quarterback, that's what I'm rocking with. If
Uh
not, then I would
some
love. to draft Mendoza and keep Crosby, but I don't think those two things. I don't think Crosby's staying.
You don't think that changes his mind having a quarterback, an
No,
elite quarterback, or a
yeah,
potential elite quarterback?
no, we are terrible right now. He doesn't want to rebuild again. Imagine rebuilding every
That's
year,
what you.
every
But that's what you just talked about. You just went through a whole rebuilding process, getting rid of Crosby and rebuilding. So how long is
year.
that rebuilding process going to take? 2 years,
You
three
had the
years?
number one pick. Guess what you're doing with the number one pick? Guess what you're doing?
You said trading it off to get somebody a
You
good
had
quarterback.
the number one pick. Guess what you're doing as a football team? Just say it. You're rebuilding. You're number one for a reason. You're rebuilding something new. Like, come on now. If you have the number one pick, you're in a rebuilding process. Ta-da! You suck. You're the worst team in the league. Draft somebody. Make it work. Figure it out.
Oh man. Well, you never know, man. We shall see the draft and stuff. We'll see, man. See what happens. Mendoza. I would say he's going first, but based off of you, they say y'all should trade down, and BPA is would allow y'all to get 3 picks in the first round. Trading the number of picks, 1 pick for a Kyler Murray. Or
And also, like, this is somebody who doesn't believe Lamar Jackson is a quarterback. So he's not here to defend
no,
himself.
no.
Yeah, but
Lamar,
it's different. Yeah, it's different.
I don't know. I don't know if he feels like Jamar Jackson's a bad quarterback. Uh, More along the lines of he's maybe not have no like you're just swapping teams. Like you're taking Lamar Jackson out of here and just putting him over here. So nothing's gonna change.
Yes, things are going to change. Lamar Jackson is that type of quarterback. He's that
See,
good.
imagine him. It says Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. Just imagine him behind a good line. Yeah,
I mean, guess who
I think Baltimore thinks the same way, right?
but we have the most cap room, if not number two cap room. So that's what I'm saying. So like when you speak on this, we are in a good position to build right
And
now.
but see, that's my whole thing about it. Lamar Jackson, he said Lamar is cold, but why waste the time on the talent when the team isn't ready? That's exactly what I feel. The team isn't like I'm not gonna leave Baltimore to go play. Granted, I would probably rather stay in Baltimore. Excuse me, I'd probably rather stay in Las Vegas than Baltimore, but I'm not gonna leave Baltimore
It's
status
not a
wise
it's not a
to go
league thing.
play over there.
You get traded, you get traded. What the hell? There is no leave thing. If you get traded, you get traded. You get your
Yeah,
bags.
you don't think they talk to these dudes though? I mean, I just found out that Donovan McNabb, when he got traded from Philly to the Redskins or the Commanders, what the fuck. But when he got traded, they didn't tell him shit. He said he just woke up and had 36 missed calls.
Blake
And
Griffin found out on Twitter. Said he was playing with his son. Like, no. I don't think they talk to these
I don't,
guys all
but
the
see,
time.
I think they done with you at that point. You know what I mean? Like if they're doing you like that, like you're completely out of here. Like we probably don't have a relationship. But I doubt they're gonna do Jamar Chase like that.
Jamar Chase is not on the list. Lamar
I
Jackson is.
know, but I'm saying if they were to trade him, I doubt they're going to do him the same way. He's going to know, right? It says Lamar goes to Las Vegas, has to play Chiefs twice, Chargers twice, Broncos twice, no help, build the team first in 2 years. They built the team, then they fuck around and don't got him then. I mean, then they don't have the stock pick to go get him, so to speak. But man, bring
Well,
y'all black asses on the show then. How about that?
just
Y'all
let
got all these
me
goddamn comments.
yeah, just let me respond to that though. On your team, would you rather have a rookie quarterback, Lamar Jackson?
On the Rams?
Any team. Who would you rather have? A rookie quarterback, unproven, or an MVP? Take the names out of it.
Again, teams matter. So if we're
There you go.
talking the Raiders team,
Team.
again, we're in a rebuilding. I'm gonna go a rookie because I'm rebuilding.
All right. Y'all got it.
Lamar Jackson, what? How many years? What Lamar Jackson got? How you gonna keep this dude happy? He ain't been winning. That's my thought process. I'm gonna bring somebody on that he gonna look around and be like, "This is the same shit. I may not win. How you gonna keep him motivated? Is he gonna stay around? Is he like, you know what I mean? That's my thought process. So if we're talking that, if we're just talking about a team, would I
You're answering
prefer
my
a
question.
veteran quarterback
You'll
over a
have.
rookie quarterback? Yes, I'm gonna take a veteran over a rookie all
I
day.
want not just a veteran quarterback, an MVP quarterback. Yes, I want
Yes,
him
I'm
over
gonna
you.
take an MVP quarterback over a rookie all day. Yes, anybody would do that. But teams matter. Like teams matter. It has to matter when we're talking about building up a team. So
Yeah,
if I'm in a
if you're
position,
building a team, I would rather build a team around Lamar Jackson than I would any rookie quarterback out there.
so just
Period.
say for instance, you build up a team around Lamar Jackson. By the
Mhm.
time you get things built together, Lamar Jackson ready to go. He gone. Who you gonna build around then? You got to have something that resembles, acts like, talks like, walks like. I'm just being overboard, but you got to have something that plays like and resembles Lamar Jackson. Then you can't come Peyton Manning with a team built around Lamar Jackson. In theory, I would assume. Or you just gonna wing it? That's what I'm saying. For me
I
and
tell you
my,
what, do you think the Vikings would have had Sam Darnold this year, kept him, or rock with JJ McCarthy?
I don't think Sam Darton was. I don't think nobody picked Sam Darton to win the Super
And
Bowl this year. Darton.
I'm Darnold. I'm just saying that's my point right there. Sam Darnold just went ballistics for your team, went nuts. You
With
let him
the
go
best
because
receiver in the league, right?
he went ballistics with your team.
With the best
Well, JJ
receiver in the
McCarthy,
with the best receiver in the league and a mean ass O line, and
and then
obviously a good
put,
run game.
and then you put JJ McCarthy behind. Same situation. Nothing changed. Guess what? You still have that good old line. Still got the same running back. Still got the same receivers. What are you doing? And then it's funny how Sam Darnold goes over to Seattle, and now who's the best receiver in the league now? Who's the offense player of the year?
What is it, Jason?
Yep,
Yeah.
the quarterback matters.
I mean, I'm not saying the quarterback don't matter. I'm just
So you
saying,
got to
like,
telling me that y'all would rather not take Lamar Jackson, draft Mendoza, and roll. That is insane. You got
no,
a
I'm
chance.
saying you're asking a question based off a particular status of a team. If you're asking the question, would I rather draft a rookie or run with a proven MVP
Yes.
veteran? I'm gonna run with a proven MVP veteran,
All right.
regardless. But if you're talking about a team that's rebuilding, I'm gonna go with a rookie because I'm rebuilding with a rookie who has more years in the league than a MVP veteran. Because at the end of the day, we're not talking about somebody that's like less Lamar Jackson. He wants to win. At this point in his career, he want to win. Stats, bro, he didn't did it. I didn't did it. I showed you how cold I am. I showed you
Now
how cold
everything
I
going
was in
to
college, and to
everything
make it to
going.
the NFL, I showed y'all
Yeah.
what is next. The trophies, bro. That's what's
Yeah.
next. And then you got this punk. Oh, excuse me. You got this punk ass dude, Allen, that's being credited over me because of what he does. Wins. Only thing I want to do is win. Wherever I
Mhm,
go, I want to win. So when I win, people can respect me for who I am and what I've really done.
mhm,
Up until that point, I don't know if I'm just gonna leave a team to go to another team. And now, granted, I hear what you're saying about they don't dictate their trades, but I don't think Lamar Jackson in his shoes right now is saying trade me. And if he is saying trade me, I'm pretty sure there's people that he'll probably play for and people that he probably won't play for. So we're gonna make that thing happen. That's just my thought process. Again, to ask the question just generally, hell yeah, I'm running with an MVP quarterback, veteran quarterback over a. But me personally,
and I don't think this and teams aren't rebuilding saying, "Hey, we're gonna do this thing, and in 6 years we're gonna be good. If you go get Lamar Jackson, you're looking to be good immediately. So that means that's keep seeing the salary cap thing in the comments. If you have the most salary cap in the NFL and you bring over a quarterback, that means you go get the top free agents too. Now you have free agents that want to come to your team. Now you can improve your team. You can be good immediately. It don't have to be 6, 7 years down the line. You bring a star quarterback. You have most cap. So hey, the star quarterback. Maybe George Pickens wants to come play now. Maybe you get some. Maybe Crosby doesn't want to get traded. Maybe you do these moves in hopes that hey, we're showing people that we want to win now. We don't want to do 6 years of rebuilding. We've been doing 20 years of rebuilding. At some point, you need to go pull a trigger on something and show people that you're ready to win.
Cool. And the ready to win part, fine. So I hear what you're saying. They bring Lamar Jackson in. That definitely opens up the market, so to speak, for people to want to come play because the potential to win definitely goes up. I get that, right?
Yep, and
So
we're
I
for
may
all
be able
you
to go
people
build
in the
a.
comments talking smack. We're two O linemen away and two O linemen away to having a solid O line, and the running back was not trash this year. You can't say
I think.
you can't say Genty's trash, but then talk about how bad our O line is.
Well, I
He had a
think that.
talented
Who
offensive
said
line.
GT's trash?
I seen it. Let's see, that running back, bro. Come on, I seen that in there.
I don't know who said that. That running back, come on.
Hmm.
But I think whether either way, if we're two old linemen away
Yeah, right
from
there.
having a
And the running back y'all got, come on.
if we're two old linemen away from having a good line, Mendoza, or you can go Lamar Jackson. I'm pretty sure you pay him and then bring some people in. I guess. I mean, I get the thought process, but me personally, I would because you're gonna get Mendoza for a low number, right? You're not gonna get him. Well, I mean, first round draft pick. You're gonna get him, but you're not gonna. I would assume he's gonna get paid less than Lamar Jackson would get paid, right? If you brought Lamar Jackson over, so that opens a little cap for right there. And if you put the right pieces together, it may spark other people to come over there and say, "Oh man, I see what you're doing." So a free agent may want to come or sign for a lower number just to ball out. I don't know, but uh, we shall see. I mean, I don't know how many weeks it is to the goddamn draft or whatever like that, but we shall
Draft
see.
usually in April, like April around April 20th, April 23rd, 25th, somewhere around there. I don't know the exact date, but
So
it's coming
like
up.
shit, a month and a half, some
Like I said,
change like that.
I'm cool with either way they go. That was a hypothetical thinking. I don't think that's gonna play out that way. I do think we draft Mendoza, and if we can't get a, a quarterback, a solidified MVP, we can't get Lamar Jackson for number one pick. Just go ahead and start with the second pick in the draft because we already turned our ticket in.
All right. And we shall see. Raiders have 91 million in cap room. It's tough to give Lamar the money out. To give that Lamar money out right now.
Oh, that's also you looking at what we have now, but you got to remember we're getting rid of Geno Smith. We're losing a lot of expiring contracts that don't show. So Geno count for 35 on the book. We can get out of his contract immediately. So you can just you can raise that number up right now because Geno is gone, gone, boy, in sync.
All right, man. Well, got anything before we get out of here? Hey, man, shouts out to everybody that tuned in,
Hug
tapped
your
in,
friends, man.
tapped in with us.
Yeah, hug the people you love. Be positive, man. Come from a place of love when you have conversations with people because we got enough hate out here. Shout out Bad Bunny. Congratulations, Seattle Seahawks. Hey, bro, when do we talk about? I need you to find the clip we talked about NBA All Star Weekend. You
Shit,
know
it's
they do
prep.
USA, yeah, they do a USA versus the world.
They're doing that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And
It's funny.
I'm gonna see if my thought process holds true.
It's funny. But yeah, man, we have to look it up.
Yeah, that boy told him in an interview, I'm going to Vegas. I already accepted that job. Had to wait to win the Super Bowl first. Oh, I hope he turns out good.
But yeah, man, shouts out to Lando for sure. Shouts out to Corey.
Everybody
Shouts
was
out to
in there.
Jay Norris, Cash Williams, and my boy Tony. Love you, boy.
Yeah,
Hey
the
man,
bad thing
appreciate
is
everybody tuning in. Appreciate
I'm
everybody
gonna,
watching.
I'm gonna see y'all in real life, by the way.
And yeah, man. Y'all tune in.
Everybody, appreciate
Like
the
and
love.
subscribe, as they say. Hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell.
Gang,
Like,
gang.
subscribe so you stay tuned up to our shit, man. Whatever, man. But I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, we're out of here. T Broski, King Dano, we're out of here. Bros Talk.